Hi guys, welcome back to Twilight Princess, and today we are carrying on with the Temple of Time, and there's a brief recap, and we've just picked up the Dominion Rod, which lets us control statues. And the idea of this dungeon now is to take this statue back to the start. So there's going to be quite a bit of speeding up and some jump cuts and what have you, because it's essentially the same thing backwards but with a few switches. I'll slow down usually on the more key puzzles and what have you. But to transport the statue you have to take underneath this bell. Why it's a bell I honestly have no idea. But the idea is we just take it back through the way we came. The statue walks where we walk, in relative position to us, so the further it'll do exactly what we do, look where we look. Doesn't matter from where from, so if you can always try and put yourself in advantageous positions, then it does help a lot. So, and the statue uses has got an attack. It was a very strong hammer attack, which, as you can see, one-shots enemies. And so here, this is an example here where, basically, we have to weight down the switch for us to be able to put the statue on that little platform. And then, once that's done, we can just destroy the jar, and because we can climb up there, there's no big trouble. Now then, here, this is where you have to think about the relative position. Like, because we can't walk through there, but we can, if we get in the right position, if we get behind, we can do this, which is pretty useful. And I wasn't sure if this could destroy these things, so it acts as like a brief little barrier for us to get through. And it destroys the spinners though, so slamming them down destroys them for us, which is nice. And the BMOS as well, even though it's been deactivated, we still can plan it, which gives us access to a switch, which, as you can see, is for this little platform here. And this rod controls these things as well. And the way these move is a lot more sluggish, and you're better off just getting them to a place where you can actually pick it up and move it, because it's quicker than trying to have it follow you around. And again, we're moving on to the next room. And in this room here, you'll see an example of some pro editing by me. And what we have to do, this is the room to scales, so we have to do a lot of tinkering with weights and whatnot to actually get into our position. And if you can stash spinner track there, this is where we need to go as well, which unfortunately I completely didn't go to straight away. I didn't come back here till the end, so I had to come back. But I edited that room into the right place, so everything flows properly. And again, I'm speeding up here because it's just killing the spiders again, and it takes a while. I think it took a lot longer than last time. And here we, if you remember when I tried to roll into this, or if I edited that out, but we have to get as many of these as we can to do some weight manipulation. And this is where some more slightly hidden ones are. And again, we just need to throw them to an... like, for now we need to put it on this side. So once that's actually weighted down more, we can pull the statue on over here. And it's no big trouble because these things move if they're in the way. They're easily pushed out of the way, so you don't have to worry about moving them again. And so now we have to throw those little statues back on the other pendulum. No, pendulum's not right. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what it's called, but no, the other side of the scales. Yeah, that's right. Sorry about that. So yeah, throwing these things quite a long-winded process, and it's annoying as hell. And we get to do it again in a moment. And there we go, we can bring the statue over here now. If I can actually hit it, there we go. And see, this is where it gets annoying, is when we just have to keep moving ourselves all the goddamn time just to move it forward a little bit more. But if you get behind it or whatever, it's a little bit simpler, but it's still annoying as hell. And there's something quite funny about watching it just bounce down the steps like that. And chucking them on here, we need to get this up to this highest point, this part of the scale. And now we're high enough to reach the hook the close shot reticle up here, which is just handy as well. And we just want to spin around now on our spinner, and I don't understand why that's there, to be honest. It doesn't seem to be able to get there, but there's a Poe out here which I'm going to ignore again. And in here we will be acquiring the boss key, which we quite need for the end of the game. And we want to take out these little scurrying dudes first, as usual, because they'll just annoy us, charging at us. Like that, just letting myself get charged at. If we can throw their casing back at them, we only need one more slice from the sword then to actually kill them. Now we get another Armos, that's their name, Armoses. I did work that out in the end. Be no dance, just get behind them as soon as you can and swipe as quick as you can until they start jumping all over the shop. And we want a hook shot up here because there is some switches we need to depress, as it were. And there's only 3 statues and 4 switches, so you can try and have a guess how you have to actually get the last one. And my being lazy doesn't seem to work, which is quite unfortunate. And what we need to do is move this piece out because it wasn't far enough out for us to actually grapple onto. But we can now do that since we've just brought that back up, which gives us access to the chest with the boss key. And with my pro editing, we're back up by here, ready to carry on the transportation of the statue. Everything's back in order now because and everything should flow fine, which is cool. And over here now, we're going to get access to the first piece of heart in this dungeon. And we can use the the rod through the fence, which is quite deceptive, as you wouldn't think you'd be able to. But what we need to do here is move the statue onto a switch to deactivate the force field, allowing us to then acquire the heart piece. And we've got ourselves a lovely new full heart container, and we've only got a few more left. There'll be even less after this temple. And if through here, as we take him back on, we will eventually I'll be able to take him back. And also the hammer can hurt you if you stand near it or close enough to him, which is quite annoying. And I'm calling the statue him. I don't know why I'm doing that. And we can break down walls as well. And I wasn't sure if I could break down the ones in the previous room, which is what I ponder now. And that's of me hitting myself with a hammer, as I do. Proper knocking myself out. But it is quite a slow process, as you can see, so... And like I said, I'm sort of running out of things to say with this video, which is quite annoying me at the moment. I've really got no idea what to say, because it is literally backtracking and beyond. And through here we get a bit more complication in moving this around. And what we want to do is what is not what I do now. Is we don't want to pick up the statue yet, because we have to go and get a piece of heart. And as we all know, when you leave a room, things reset, especially in this place. So we have quite a lot of backtracking, so I've cut that out again because, or sped it up, because it's quite annoying when that happened. Oh no, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I've sped it up, sorry. And moving all these things, and in here I mean, once those are up on the side here, we want to move them down, and as you can see we couldn't do this before, up until now, so we've got a slightly easier time for this. But once this room's done, it's just straight and narrow back to the main room, the main chamber as it were. And we want to go back through here now and back up the top level to pick up the statue. And what do? I go the wrong way straight away. Pull back to up, forward to go down, and I still can remember that properly. But now we've got the statue with us. As you can see, there are loads and loads of spiders down at this bottom floor. You know what that means? We're gonna have to take them down. And doing this is easy enough because it's got a very large range to hit with a hammer, so the things are taken down pretty quickly and pretty easily. But we want to smash some things up, even though we don't need to, but I was quite surprised when all these spiders came spilling out. But again, now we've finally gotten the statue into the final room, into, well, the first room. And doing this allows us, oh no, not the final room, sorry, the last but one. Sorry about that. Lying to you there. And again, this room is pretty simple. We've got the hammer, we've got that to break walls down, so it's pretty simple. We get one more switch which we have to activate to actually get the old statuette out. And we get access to a treasure chest there now, which again is pretty okay. We're finally back in the main room. God, I'm really sorry about the commentary today. It's not been fun for me either. I thought I would have had a lot more to talk about. But I will with the boss though, so that's okay. And trust me, if you think it was barely more annoying actually playing it because I was so fed up when I had to go all the way back to the beginning. I was like, back to the beginning, back to the middle to get this boss key. It was pretty damn annoying. It really put me off. But in here we've got loads of hazards, but honestly they're no trouble. And what we want to do is just pick this up and take it over here with us. And not get hit like what I do now. And potentially just drop our stupid thing. As it constantly clips against this. And I can't stop moving for a second, meaning I roll, which is just as annoying. But we put that down. There we go, close enough. We've opened up this. And as you can see, it's another thing trapping us, but since we've got our rod, everything's going to be alright. And there we go. We can acquire ourselves another fairy outside here, as we do before every boss fight, and we can have a quick little stock up with all the pots and what have you. And you see, I've still got all the lovely nice potions, which I still haven't had to use yet, which is a shame. Still been no real need for them. And we are fighting one of the many offspring of Goma from Ocarina of Time. And you might think, hold on, why is the Goma here and not in the forest? Well, we are in the forest, and as we all know, the land must have moved at some point. And I really am quite utterly freaked out by this spider with a massive gangly legs. It's not nice, but it's very simple. We just shoot the eye and let her up to her, and then we want to control this and just press B. Which, this is what makes it so goddamn easy. That's all we have to do. The only difference is she poops out spiders every now and then, and they're just a pain in the butt to actually kill. But it is still super duper easy, and I really wish the boss fights up until now were a little bit more challenging. It's not they've got their own gimmicks, but it's pretty damn easy. And again, just take them out how you can, and they drop single arrows if you need them. And all we've got to do is just track her for some while. Doesn't really like to stop moving much, but again, the whole thing with the eyes pretty drawn out. And even Ocarina of, because I've been replaying that, and even that doesn't have as much standout things. All these eyes. And again, get behind quick as you can. And a bash to the stomach. then we get the second time of it pooping stuff out. And if we do this as well, which is useful, we can take some out before they come out, which is nice. But I think a bomb arrow would have been a lot more effective there. And once they're all taken care of, we just need to keep an eye out for the eye and try not to get a laser to question. And there we go. Doesn't take long. And as you can see, this is a bit odd. The way it's just reduced to a single thing, and for some reason after chasing I thought, hold on a minute. I'll do what I've just been doing. Keep arrowing it a question. And there we go. He's brown bread. And I'm going to leave it for now for the video. So I'm really sorry about the stale commentary today. We'll pick it up tomorrow, I guarantee it. Bye.
I picked this wood too.